December 11th, 2019, 8:47 p.m. A 911 dispatcher in Boulder, Colorado answers a call. The voice on the other end is calm. Too calm. "I'd like to report a death. My husband. He's on the floor. I think he fell." The woman gave the address without hesitation. She answered every question. She waited for police in the foyer, wearing clean clothes, no tears. By the book. But here's what the dispatcher didn't know. That house had been searched twice before. That husband had been missing for 5 days. And the body she was reporting? Lying in a room that investigators had walked past 4 separate times. This isn't just a murder. This is a chilling mystery hidden in plain sight. A case where the evidence wasn't buried. It was staged. I'm your host, and this is the Boulder Blind Spot. To understand the horror, you have to understand the marriage. Dr. Samuel Kellar, 54, renowned cardiac surgeon, worked 80-hour weeks. Quiet, generous, the kind of neighbor who shoveled your walkway before you woke up. His wife, 49-year-old Vivian Kellar, former nurse, stay-at-home mom of 2 college-age daughters. By all accounts, she was the social engine of the block. Book clubs, charity galas, a woman who posted photos of homemade sourdough next to family portraits.
But behind the granite countertops and the sub-zero fridge, there was a ledger, a secret spreadsheet kept by Vivian. Not of finances, of resentments. She'd say, "He's never home." Then she'd laugh it off. But her eyes, they'd go cold, like she was filing something away. On December 6th, Dr. Kellar missed his shift at Boulder Community Health. First time in 22 years. His partner called the house. No answer. He called again. Vivian texted back. "He's sick, sleeping." By December 8th, the hospital sent a wellness check. Officer Mark Rizzo arrives at the Kellar residence on December 8th, 10:14 a.m. Vivian answers the door in a cashmere sweater. She smiles, offers him coffee. "Ma'am, when did you last see your husband?" "Tuesday night. He said he was driving to the mountains, needed to clear his head. He's done it before." She points to the garage. His BMW is gone. A suitcase, a duffel bag. She says he took cash. Rizzo does a cursory walkthrough. Living room, clean. Kitchen, spotless. Master bedroom, made bed. He asks to see the basement. Vivian hesitates. 1 second. The basement is finished. A home gym, a wine cellar, a storage room. Rizzo shines his flashlight. Boxes, holiday decorations, an old treadmill. He spends 90 seconds there. He does not open the cedar closet. He does not move the rug. He files the report. Voluntary missing person. No signs of foul play. 2 days later, December 10th, Detective Laura Chen takes over. She's sharper. She notices the timeline. "You said he left Tuesday? You didn't report him missing until Thursday?" "I thought he'd come back. He always does. He's a doctor. Doctors are stubborn." Chen checks Vivian's phone location history. Clean. Grocery store, gym, daughter's dorm. She checks the home security cameras. 2 of them are offline. Vivian claims a power surge. Chen searches the house again. This time, she notices a faint smell, like bleach. Vivian says she deep cleaned the guest bathroom. Chen looks inside the cedar closet in the basement. It's full of winter coats. She closes the door. She misses the second closet, behind the wine rack, a false wall. She leaves. December 11th, 8:47 p.m.
Vivian calls 911. "I came home from yoga. The basement light was on. I found him behind the wine cellar. He must have fallen. He hit his head." Officers arrive. They find Dr. Samuel Kellar lying face down in a hidden crawl space behind the wine rack. A space only 4 feet high, 6 feet wide. He is wearing pajamas, no shoes. His head is wrapped in a bloody towel.
At first glance, accidental fall. Tragic. But the coroner notices something odd within 20 minutes. Lividity, the purple settling of blood after death. This man has been dead for at least 72 hours. Not today, not yesterday. He died on the 8th, maybe the 7th. That's when the script flips. Because Vivian told Officer Rizzo on the 8th that Samuel drove to the mountains. She told Detective Chen on the 10th that she hadn't seen him since the 6th. But the body says he never left the house. He was lying 40 feet from the kitchen for 5 days, while Vivian made sourdough, while she talked to police, while she walked investigators past that crawl space twice. The autopsy drops the hammer. Cause of death? Blunt force trauma to the occipital lobe. But there's more. Toxicology shows high levels of zolpidem, ambient, in his blood, enough to sedate a horse. Samuel didn't fall. He was struck. Then he was moved. Then he was hidden. Detective Chen re-interviews Vivian. This time, no sweater, no coffee. Interrogation room, gray walls. "You said he left on the 6th, but his car was found in the airport long-term parking. He never got on a flight. You said you didn't go in the basement. Your phone's step counter shows you went down 37 times between the 6th and the 11th. I was scared." Here's where it gets chilling. Vivian confesses, partially. She says Samuel came home drunk on December 5th. They argued about money. He grabbed her wrist. She pushed him. He fell, hit his head on the granite island. But the coroner says the fracture is consistent with a cylindrical object, a rolling pin, the same rolling pin from Vivian's sourdough photos. She didn't call 911. She says she panicked. But here's the part that makes this a chilling mystery hidden in plain sight. For 5 days, Vivian staged a living theater. She walked past his body 37 times. She posted on Instagram. She called the hospital. She played the grieving wife before the grief was allowed to exist. She wasn't hiding the body in the woods. She was hiding it in the one place police refused to look, right under their noses. Vivian Kellar is charged with second-degree murder, not first. The prosecution argues premeditation, the Ambien, the false wall, the 911 delay. But the defense spins a different story. A battered wife, a controlling husband, a moment of terror. She hid him because she was afraid of him. Even dead, she was afraid. The jury deliberates for 9 hours. The verdict? Guilty of manslaughter. 15 years. She will be eligible for parole in 10. The daughters testified for their mother. They said she was broken. But the judge, in sentencing, said something that haunts this case. You did not break Mrs. Kellar. You calculated. Day after day, smile after smile. You hid a human being, like a suitcase. The house on Pine Street sold at auction for 40% below market value. The new owners filled in the crawl space, poured concrete. The wine cellar is now a playroom for twin toddlers. They will never know. But the mystery isn't where he was hidden. It's how she lived. True crime often focuses on the monster in the dark. This case, the monster was baking bread, attending book club, asking police if they wanted cream with their coffee. That is the chilling truth. The most terrifying hiding place isn't a forest or a desert. It's the smile of a woman who is
already decided that your life is worth less than her reputation. If you liked this episode, subscribe. Share it with someone who needs to remember. Look twice, even at the people who offer you coffee. A chilling mystery hidden in plain sight.